Hey guys, I'm Sarah, and a bit of a different one from me today. My daughter Sam, she is wanting a green feature wall in her bedroom. So I found this colour, Crazy Cool, that that she liked, and we got a few of the free samples and just put them together because, you know, gives her a bit of a better idea. Now, here's the thing, at the moment we have wallpaper. I have seen people paint over wallpaper before, and it often looks really good to start with. However, it doesn't look so good when it's a few years old. Her grandparents are going to be getting her new curtains for her birthday. She wants some dark green curtains to go with her light green feature wall. So the first thing I need to do is strip wallpaper. One reason that this wall was chosen is also because of this. This is actually a rip that when it was Olivia's room and Olivia was a toddler, she went and shoom, you know, from her bed, and we actually glued it back in place, and it actually looked fine at first, but over the years it started looking like that. First things first, we're just tearing the wallpaper off the wall. The bottom bit down here started coming off like really super duper clean, and I got all optimistic for a fraction of a second. It was leaving behind a whole heap of stuff, so we'll just tackle that when we get to it. So for now, we're peeling.
I called it.
The problem we're facing in the corner here is that the wallpaper does not have a break in it. So I'm
Accidentally ripped it.
get a level, assuming the walls are straight. We have discovered in the past not all the walls in our house are perfectly straight, but it'll at least be a nice long straight edge, and a craft knife, very gently. Just cut that. Fingers crossed I can do a neat job of it. Got all the wallpaper off. I think I did the edges nice and straight. So we've still got all this backing from the wallpaper, hence why it still looks like it hasn't really come off. I've consulted the Mitre 10 guy online. If you haven't got a wallpaper steamer, which of course we don't, the next best thing, get some hot water in a spray. We're going to soak the walls, not completely sodden, but you know, make them nice and wet. And then before it dries, so we'll start up the top, move down to the bottom, and then once you've done one layer, have a bit of a scrapey scrape, see if it will come off nice and even. So ideally what you want is a spatula with rounded edges. Now all the ones that we've got in the workshop, I think they've got pointed edges, so I'm using my kitchen one. So this has got nice rounded off edges, so it's not going to, you know, it's not going to cut into the jib. First thing I'll do before I soak the walls are, of course, get some duct tape, cover up the electrical plugs. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. I'm feeling professional now. So, got some tape. Just got that from, I got all the stuff from Mitre 10. Obviously, I'm going to tape around the walls, tape around the plug. It's just a nice square that I'm doing, so it's fairly simple. I haven't got windows or anything to worry about. Just taping over all the areas around the edge that I don't want the paint to get on. We've got this Undercoat Primer Sealer Stain Blocker, which I believe is just white. I was assured that 1 litre should be enough to do this wall. It's about It's 3 meters long and it's your standard roof height. What's that, 2.8 something meters. I sound professional, don't I? So 2.8? The girl at Mitre 10 assured me that 1 litre of paint would be enough to do this, as long as I was using a base coat, which I wanted to do anyway. Obviously we want drop cloths. These are the kids' craft towels. Any sort of old scraggly towels that we get that are for pretty much for throwing out. They get gifted to the kids to do their crafts and stuff on, so yeah. First thing I'm going to do is the edges, because they'll be, of course you can't do them neatly with the roller. So I'm going to do the edges with a brush. So I've got a base coat. I'll probably just be doing 1 reasonably thickish coat of this, but we'll just see how we go. I do tend to be pretty light-handed with my painting. Unlike my husband Clint, who tends to slop it on really, really thick, I tend to be a bit more on the cautious side, and I'd rather get a couple of litres out of it. So we got them to mix this up, so it's crazy cool feldspar. So there we go, wall done. It's, you know, if it was up to me, I'd actually do the whole room that colour. I think that looks actually really cool. We're still sorting out a bit of the chaos in here, but hey, she only wanted 1 wall, and that's good because budget would have to stretch a bit further, wouldn't it? Paint is not cheap, but it just shows how much, you know, just doing 1 wall can actually just lift and brighten the look of a bedroom. Even if you put a what we're actually doing is, as well, we've got a mirror for her and we're actually putting that on the opposite wall so it will reflect that green as well, so she'll get a little bit more colour through the whole bedroom. So anyway, there we go. Hit like, leave us a comment down below, hit subscribe, and happy decorating. Bye.